Can you describe what actually is in aviation that is so unique for you personally?
Probably one of the hardest questions I ever heard. I had my breakfast in Łódź, then I drink a coffee in Paris. I had my lunch in London, and now I'm eating a dinner in Ibiza. Found me another job where you can have these kind of things. I was 8 years old. It was at the time where the cockpit were open, especially for kids. So I took the opportunity to go, and I was sitting in the cockpit for the whole flight, and I fell in love. The truth is that my life was a little bit more complicated than this. I was traveling a lot with my parents. It was a kind of barrier to start my career at an earlier age. Then I started managing several companies, so I went to business. At some point I said, no, I have to fly. I decided to leave the company for which I was working for. I met Adam, which is the business partner in Bartolini Air, and decided together to create Bartolini Air. What we decided to do is to combine my experience and knowledge in managing companies and Adam aviation background. And this connection of the two words, in fact, was probably one of the major elements of the success of the company.
It's a great job. Instead of sitting 8 hours in an office, you have a fantastic office with a fantastic view. Of course, to have a good job in a respectable airline, you need also to have a good training, because the best airline will hire only the best pilots. Always go to a flight school that, first of all, has a good reputation, that airlines are, let's say, reliable enough to have enough people employed by airlines. So look for the flight schools that you know are having former students employed as airline pilots, especially captain, but normally captains. Then look to the fleet. Okay, as an airline pilot, you will always fly with an FIS, with a glass cockpit. So you have to be trained from scratch on an FIS. We want to have a very homogeneous fleet in order for our students to go step by step to more advanced aircraft without changing completely the environment. Okay, so it's a smooth transition. Another thing is also to check whether the flight school is located at a commercial airport, because this gives you also a huge advantage when it comes to experiencing flight into controlled airspace. So these are, I would say, the key points to check whenever you want to choose a flight school.
What is unique? There is no one thing in aviation. There's, a long list of things. The fact that you travel rapidly from one place to another. You have this freedom. I don't want to say like a bird, because we are not birds, obviously, but a kind of, where you can move from one place to another, and also this feeling of having control of a flying machine. Since I am an engineer, this also gives me a lot of fun, this feeling of controlling a flying machine.
So, I'm in love with you.
For us, the key point is to help our students to become airline pilots, but not to just have a license, because every flight school can probably deliver you a license or help you obtaining a license. For me, what is crucial, and this is our commitment, is to give you a license with a good level of knowledge and skills, good enough to become an airline pilot and to find a job. And this is an investment, and as any investment, it goes for return of investment. Okay, and the return of investment for an airline pilot is to simply get a job.
So I'm in love with you. What are we gonna do?